Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another post-fight analysis video for INVICTA FC 41. All right, y'all. Aaron Blanchfield versus Brogan Sanchez. I think this, going into this fight, and especially after this fight, I have to say, I think the scariest thing about Blanchfield is the fact that she's only 21, and she's really showcasing a growing arsenal at this age. She's really showcasing more than just her ground game, her BJJ skills. She's really been bringing the hands and the feet, always stepping up always like trying to improve her stand-up and really working on her timing and her counter abilities. So again, she's still young, so she's also a strong fighter. But I think mentally, she's really putting herself in a lot of different situations to become an overall well-rounded fighter, if that makes sense. Like, she actually tries different things. She works on her weaknesses in different fights instead of just going for the easy one trick. Like maybe if like I said, her strength is the ground, she doesn't necessarily just go for the ground all the time. She's going in there trying to perfect the weaknesses as well. Like, if her striking is not that good, it's not that on point, well, this is the time to work on it, not just in sparring, And she did that in this fight against Brogan Sanchez. That's why she was able to come away with a dominant victory, because she was very unpredictable. And, being unpredictable is another attribute of a champion. Some of the best fighters in the world are unpredictable. They never go in with a game plan, or they never go in just as a one-trick pony. They're willing to overcome adversity, or at the same time just work on different things when you're not expecting that. Sometimes a guy's a knockout artist, but he might say in the next fight he goes into, he wants to go in there and box this time, so fans are going to say, oh, what's he doing? Well, he's working on his weakness. That's why it's not looking that impressive, but he wants to get it to that point where his knockout, where his boxing ability is just up to par with his ability to be a puncher, So I think that Aaron Blanchfield, the more and more you look at her, you see and appreciate what she's doing as a fighter. If you just look at her, she's always working on something and doing different things. Like, I don't know what she's going to bring into the game. And to me, that's what makes a fighting exciting to me. Just going back and looking at this fight with Brogan Sanchez, right from the jump, Sanchez, she wanted to use a lot of movement in this fight to keep Blanchfield from getting set. She was throwing a lot of strikes, touching from the outside. Blanchfield was just staying calm, looking for openings. Sanchez did land a good left hand, like in the opening seconds of the round, opening minute of the round. So Blanchfield right away, she went into a clinch to avoid any follow-ups. And, she did this to smother any more strikes coming. So when she does that, she just smothers her for a minute. Not much is getting done. Like I said, it's just kind of a clinch to kind of throw off the pace of Sanchez, and Blanchfield goes back to the outside, using some leg kicks to slow Sanchez down. And then Blanchfield, she starts using her timing. She starts using her timing against Sanchez. She's able to use some good front kicks to the body to keep Sanchez back. But her big moments came whenever she landed a pair of left hooks. As Sanchez came in, she landed a left hook, landed another left hook, and then followed up with a solid right hand that dropped Sanchez. And Sanchez was able to get up, but when she got up, Blanchfield was just ready to let go. That's when she let that head kick go, followed up with some more right hands. And to secure the round, Blanchfield got a nice trip takedown. And on that top position, Blanchfield just started letting good body shots go. So instead of you just going in for the takedown and just laying there and just trying to smother her, she's still working. So she's working on her ground and pound as well when she gets that takedown. So she's really trying to put herself in a good position already, like I said, in the first round to showcase, she can do anything. Second round, Sanchez applying that pressure again, landing some good body kicks and backing Blanchfield up. But Blanchfield, once again, being smart, whenever she's trying to establish that striking range, she goes in for the clinch to avoid more strikes, and then she breaks out. And then Blanchfield uses that moment to figure out the timing of Sanchez. She's getting off the stiffer and harder shots, going with that jab into the low kick. Like, Sanchez is coming in, landing in volumes here and there, but like I said, a lot of these shots are just hit or miss. And Blanchfield, she's actually landing the better, harder strikes. And then she starts using feints to get into a clinch. And she's using these clinches to wear down Sanchez. So Sanchez, while she gets in a few strikes, Blanchfield just goes back to controlling the center with just singles and doubles. She lands another good 1-2, goes in for a takedown. And in that full mount, Blanchfield's working the ground and pound. You know, she's landing elbows like she wants to. She's working like she really wants to finish this. In that side control towards the end of the round, Blanchfield just nearly locks both arms up for Sanchez and just dominates, you know, with her ground and pound. So another solid round where she just secures him with takedowns. Third round, Sanchez trying to get in there, set the pace with her speed again, landed a few good leg kicks, making it competitive at times and, you know, giving Blanchfield something to work with as far as to figure out. But again, Blanchfield coming back with her own kicks. And the thing is, when Sanchez moves out, you know, she's not moving out at an angle. Because if she moves out at an angle, I think Blanchfield would have had more trouble trying to catch her. But Blanchfield, when she gets touched, she just goes straight in for the clinch to keep her off rhythm. Like, once Sanchez landed a good leg kick once, Blanchfield just grabs hold and gets the single leg takedown. And then for like 3 minutes in this top position, she's just smothering Sanchez. You know, she's just smothering her, pinning her arms, and really just working on, like, out-strengthening her opponent and dropping heavy strikes once again. Like, she's really wearing Sanchez down, but she comes to that point where she's trying to beat her into a submission. You know, she's letting that ground and pound go. When we get to that last 10 seconds, Blanchfield just explodes. She's just letting off hard shots in that full mount, and she's looking to get that stoppage, but some shots land, some miss, because Sanchez is kind of rolling her head. The referee, he's watching close. Shot still firing off. Round finishes Blanchfield. She doesn't get the finish, but she definitely dominated all 3 rounds in this fight with, you know, on the feet. Her work on her feet were definitely setting up the takedowns and her good her ability to really get that good ground and pounding. So it was a good dominant performance by Blanchfield. Sanchez, she did bring some work. You know, she did give a different look to Blanchfield as far as giving her like the speed, but this was a good fight where Blanchfield worked on her timing and definitely worked on her strength on the ground as far as adding in her ground and pound. So yeah, it was an overall good fight. Like I said, man, Blanchfield, I had to kick it off with that intro as far as like what Blanchfield brings to the table, because I feel like she is more so growing as a fighter, and you know, she has wins over solid opponents. You know, she has a win over Kay Hansen, who's in the UFC right now, which to me, I actually feel like Erin Blanchfield would fare better than Kay Hansen in the UFC right now. But actually, Blanchfield, they're moving her along nicely. No need to jump right into it. She's only 21 years old. So, you know, just keep working on what she's working on. I think that Blanchfield has a very high IQ. And, again, her being 21 and this unpredictable, who knows what she's going to bring to the table when she does get to, like, the UFC or gets to that Contender Series. You know, I think she's going to be a real threat to a lot of flyweights coming up. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this guy. Definitely check this fight out. Blanchfield versus Sanchez. It was good work for Blanchfield. Think she's gonna be a top fighter pretty soon. But let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.